Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel that loves a challenge. I am your host Azanovox. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. We're here starting up silver today, so that's exciting. If you are new to the channel, make sure to like, sub, share, follow, all of that good stuff. Helps the channel grow. Hit that notification bell so you are in the know. Tell your friends too, and leave your comments down below. We'll get started here momentarily. Let me just do my sound checks and all of that. I mean, everything seems to be functioning on my end, but I just want to go through the motions here real quick. Yeah, the clock's kind of fixed. I mean, it occasionally needs recalibration, but it should be working right now, so it shouldn't be an issue. I think we're actually pretty good here. As long as everything's coming through on the sound, we're fine. All right, let's go ahead and crack this baby open. My only issue right now is RetroArch kind of having issues. It's getting slower and slower as we go. Okay, cool. All right. History, gold, where is it? Silver. What's so funny?
How well you did it?
I mean, it's a song. I am thirsty. Could you get me cold something? Thanks. Like, a hot glass of cold water would be nice.
That's a thing I can do, but I'm not gonna do it.
Hot as in fresh, not hot as in like...
Like, the cup just came out of the dishwasher and I happened to just put ice in
No,
it.
don't do that. That's bad. Especially with my brass cup there. I die. Ah. What? Silver version. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and hit that new game status. Will you check the clock for me? What time is it? It's,
Like, real time?
No. I always kind of set it a little ahead. We'll do 5 o'clock. How many minutes? It is currently 10 minutes. We give ourselves... you know what? Let's go with 25 minutes. So 25 minutes will work. Hello, you've recently been playing on a different map, and you have a griffin. Nice. How you doing today, Simone?
So scorched.
Well, no, it might be Crystal Isles or Center or something like that. Evolution, not Ascended. Yikes, 5:15. I overslept. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Professor. The Pope. People call me the Pokemon Pope. The Poke-Pope. I wonder if there is a Poke-Pope. What did you say your name was? It's Azon B. Are you ready? Your own Poke story is about to unfold. You'll face challenges. The world of dreams. What game are you on right now? I will let you read the title to figure that one out. Da-da-da. Ellen was looking for you, wanted to do something for him. I almost forgot your Pokegear is back from the shop. Here you go. Essential for you to be a good trainer. The day of the week isn't set. You mustn't forget that. What day is it? It's Friday. What generation? The same generation we were in the last game? Same thing. I know what generation, but which version of Gen 2? I mean, it says it in the title. It says exactly what it is in the title. Is it daylight savings time? I always forget if it's daylight savings time in the US. So, yes, it is daylight savings time. PM daylight savings time, yes. Adjust your clock for DST. By the way, do you know how to use the phone? Yes. Oh, it's not that I forgot that it wanted me to. Alright. Sorry, didn't know this. I mean, it's okay. No issues. Just a simple thing. Alright, I wonder how many people are actually gonna be here for the start of this. And if people are not gonna be here, you know, you may be the lucky one. You may get the opportunity to name it before anybody else does. Get the shit out of here! You crap-ass leaf. There we are. That's our boy. Alright, so hold on. Let me also move this thing over. This is currently... Oh, I gotta start my timer. Right. I completely forgot I had to do that. Open app, start. Cool. Alright, so can I put voting for my name for a starter? I mean, you seem to be the only person here, so you may actually get to name the starter just in general. Okay, gold. This stack of things for this Pokemon thing. Can you name the Totodile Greg? Sure. I mean, I guess. Why'd you want to name it Greg? It's such a normal name. It's funny, Greg is one of those names that I always feel like you can't say without it sounding slightly condescending. It's like, hey Greg, how you doing, Greg? Hey, what are you up to there, Greg? You want to go out for some food, Greg? It's just one of those names that I feel like you can't say without sounding like you're slightly upset at the person. Alright, we gotta at least give some people a chance before anything else, but I am actually curious why you want to name it Greg. Okay. It's because of some guy who did a Nuzlocke and he named a Totodile, had a Totodile named it Greg. I see. I shall name my Totodile after somebody else's Nuzlocke. Alright, command to show rules, command to show guide. Okay. Well, you misread. You sure did. SRB, I think you have missed every major fight that has happened in here. Alright, we're naming it Greg. I gave everybody the ample times. But Simone was the only one here. So it is now named Greg. Here's my phone number, call me if something's up. Cool. He carried his Nuzlocke, he even beat Arceus with it. Ah, I see. I want you to have this for your errand. 1 potion. I do have a habit of only showing up during random grind sessions. Yep, it seems to be your hidden talent. Hello, Francisco. Alright, and Greg's already got a berry on it, so you know how it do, what it be, what it is. Gotta go ahead and level this thing up a little bit. Listen, as much as I don't like Pidgey, I would be happier with a Pidgey than I would a Hoot-Hoot. I wonder, like, how I don't... This guy's been staring in the window. How do I not look this way and see that there's a kid staring in the window? Asking the real questions. Ruby, the blue Pokemon. Yep. Good old... listen! How did no one tell me that Wobbuffet was that good? How did no one tell me? That's the first time I've ever used a Wobbuffet before, and, like, it was insanely good. Hello, Arthur. Thanks for popping in. Welcome to the crew. If you intend to go ahead and stay, I'll fill you in on the whole long extent and give you the speech. Is Pissrat still a banned name? I'm gonna say for the sake of a run, I'm gonna say that Pissrat is a banned name. I'm just gonna say it is permanently a banned name, because I feel like as soon as I push my limits and allow it to be used, it's gonna go ahead and ruin the run somehow. I'm highly superstitious when it comes to stuff like that. Hey, does this mean it's let's see, let me take a look at our Toto here, though. Toto Dilly. Alright, it's big attack stat Totodile, which is good. So attack stat neutral, so... Hello, Arthur. How are you doing today? But yeah, I guess since you're here, let me go ahead and hit you up with the thing here. I'm usually here Monday through Sunday, so you can most likely catch me streaming at some point during the week here. Usually my streams tend to be about 2 hours during the weekdays, a little longer during the weekends. But yeah, I intend to go ahead and go through all the mainline games, so I'll be here for a bit. Good call. I think I accidentally cast the Hex on Pissrat, making any Pokemon a bad luck charm. Yeah, that's why it was such bad luck, and it was such consistent bad luck, that I don't think Pissrat we can never use the name Pissrat again. It was such bad luck. Hello, Van. Welcome back. Okay, 7 is fine, because by the time we get to the next thing, we'll be hitting 8. Maybe if we're lucky, we can get there during daytime, and then have ourselves a, have ourselves a decent Mon. Catch ourselves a Pidgey over, over a Hoot Hoot. Hoot Hoot does get access to Peck, though, and I don't think Pidgey does. What's a Blood Wyvern? Oh, you're on Crystal Isles, then. So Blood Wyrens are... They're just like any other type of Wyvern. Blood Wyverns just kind of suck, HP. So instead of, you know how the Breath Attack tends to spit outwards, the Breath Attack for a Blood Wyvern tends to pull in, so if you're in an area and you lock onto a thing, it'll suck HP from whatever you're attacking, rather than attacking it. So it can just kind of like... It's kind of like a vampire dragon. If your Pokemon are weak, keep out of the grass. I don't really have much of a choice, my guy. I have to go through the grass. Oh, right, we have to go up. I make that mistake every time, don't I? That we have to go up, and I just completely, like, scuff it every time. What the fuck? That Sentret had a berry on it? What a bastard. I didn't... That was, unexpected. I don't think I've ever seen, like, a wild Pokemon ever just have a berry on it. I know it's not out of, like, the ordinary, but I just don't think I've ever seen one. Alright. Let's grab this berry. We'll put it on the thing just to make sure nothing happens to it. Waiting for Pokemon only appears at night. Oh, yeah, Ledges Lady. Alright, have this guy teach me a couple things. Yeah, whatever, I know. Pokeballs, Route 30. Look at the beautiful sea. This is my house map card. Cool. It was level what? Level 2010 sounds crazy. I think I'm going out to Mr. Pokemon, right? Be sure to heal your Pokemon if they're hurt. Oh, okay, thanks, Professor. I was gonna ask you what I'm supposed to be doing, but... Yeah, we buy one extra potion here just in case some shit happens. Go see Moswa Pokemans. Do the levels go up as well? I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, the levels should always be, unless you're playing on, like, a modded server, the max level should always be, like, 150. Level 210? No, I guess Wyrens can possibly pop up at level, I think 180? I think 180 is the max for a Wyren, I believe. Don't quote me on it, I can't remember, it's been a while. But I think 180 is the max they can be. Oh, that would have been a nice old catch here. That's some solid XP is what that is. It's been so long since I've been out here during the day. It's so weird to see anything out here during the day. We're still not in Nuzlocke territory here yet, so... hello, you must be Azon. Elm said you would visit. Blah, 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 blah. Here's the mystery egg. Hello. Can you run an errand? Here's a Pokédex. Thanks. It's terrible. The lab was broken into. Okay. But yeah, I mean, you would get them just by eggs, so you'd have to raise them. But mainly you're looking, if you're going to be getting Wyrens, you're going to look for those eggs. And you're just going to keep looking around. What you want to do, the best way to go about it, is that, if you go ahead and find an egg, you want to, if it's a really low level, you want to pick up the egg to get rid of it. You could just eat it or whatever, just try and outrun the Wyrens. But if it's a high level, that's the egg you want to actually raise. I don't really want to level up, but I'm going to have to. I'm not going to have much of a choice. I wanted to stay at 7, so that way I could go ahead and not to, like, one-shot the level 2s and screw my play. Da-na-na-na-na-da. Chakrita. Yeah, we'll go in for a rage, because I'm pretty sure it's going to tackle me after that. And I'll get a level to 9, which means that if it's a level 2, I may accidentally end up killing it. That's the only problem with this. Yeah, we won't have access to Pokeballs until we get back, so they're not in stock until after I go visit the lab. Yep. So until we get into the lab, we're still technically not in Nuzlocke yet. But we're not going to encounter any... We're not going to go into the grass if we can help it. I'm going to avoid it, so that way we don't get any encounters. We don't want to be any higher than we are right now. Here we are. Ah, Pokemon was stolen. Did you catch his name? Yeah. His name is now Chat B. Chat B was his name. Thanks for the help. Ah, this is terrible. Here's the discovery. It's an egg. Whoa. Be sure to take care of it. Here it is. Pokeballs. We're officially started now. So let us hope we do not run into a level 2. Because a level 2 will instantly screw our first capture. Alright, let's go ahead and put these aside. Let me go ahead and start up my new page. This is going to be silver. Why did you make us take the plant? It's weak to most of the gyms. Well, what do you mean? Why did you make us take the plant? I didn't make you take anything. What do you mean? I don't think I would ever make anybody take the plant. Oh, haha, I gotcha, cause chat. Listen, you stole it, not me. I didn't do anything. Also, I don't think Silver actually goes through any of the gyms. I think he literally just is a wild trainer. I don't think he takes the gym challenge at all, because he's not on any of the name posts. So, Route 29, let us see. Whatever, yeah. Show me how to catch a Pokemon. Cool. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, now, yeah! Sentret! Alright, I think we can... I think it would survive a scratch. Yeah, cool. This'll be our first Sentret. Merciful Hermit? You look familiar, Merciful Hermit. How are you doing today? Yep, I see that you're back, Howdy Mansoor. Except, we're not in Crystal yet, so I guess you're a little too early, right? Sentret. Unexpected Sentret. Like, I'm not gonna turn a Sentret down. I mean, it's a pretty good catch. The only thing is, I feel like we're gonna encounter a lot of Hootoots later on. I feel like it cutting out the Hootoots early would have been a good one. Doing good, brother, you? I'm doing A-okay. You wish to name it... You racked. Okay, got it. Q? QT. Just checking what's happening? Well, yep, we're just going through like we have been. You know, not too much changes. We'll level up this thing a little bit. Let me see what the stats are for this. Clean emulation. Ah, memories. Yeah, the only reason why we're using an emulator, I usually have to tell people this. I do own physical copies of these. I'm a firm believer in owning what you emulate. You know, maybe not everybody believes that, but that's just how I feel about it. But getting old hardware to work with the software and getting it to, like, properly go ahead and integrate with everything, it's just a pain in the ass. So, I tend to not run a lot of this old hardware and then try and hand jam it all together and makeshift it and get it to function when I could just run the emulation, and it's so much cleaner and it's better. So... when we get to the 3DS, I think is when we're going to have the issues, because I don't think there's a clean 3DS option, and I'm probably going to switch to physically playing these things at that point. Oh, you are a QT. Exists. Ha. I gotcha. Good one. You got me. I didn't even see it. Alright, SRB, you have a good day. But yeah. The colors and sprites are beautiful. Oh, yeah, they're gorgeous. So this was my second time through. Like, Crystal is not gonna be fun. I know that Crystal's really gonna kick our ass. I went in here to check how much it had. 127. Cool, so yeah, we'll switch it up. We'll do, we can get this thing to level 5. That'll at least make it viable. Oh, solid critical hit there. Yeah, I think Crystal has better colors than Gold and Silver, but nonetheless, like, Gold and Silver are still very nice looking. So I take it you've been playing for a while. What is your what's your favorite game, Merciful? And favorite Pokemon if you've got one. Also, this is like my first ever Nuzlocke. I've just chosen to do the hardest possible Nuzlocke. If you're curious about the rules, I think I have them in the description, so feel free to check it out. We don't have any other, like, optional rules yet, because I figured the optional rules do kind of kill it at the moment. It wouldn't be a great idea for us to run with the optionals right now. We're gonna go ahead and switch out to Greg here. Okay, go back and heal. Early game in these things takes so long. I think Silver is gonna be a lot faster than we went through Golds, definitely. But I have the feeling, like, favorite Pokemon is Suicune? Yeah, Suicune's good. I'm very partial. Like, if people ask me what kind of trainer I would be, as much as I would Liquid Crystal and Flora Sky, if people always ask me, like, what kind of trainer I would be, I would probably have to be a water trainer. Usually my team ends up devolving into a team where it's, like, half filled with water Pokemon. So, it's not intentional, but it always ends up happening, every time. Alright, it's level 4. I want to get it to level 5 before we really proceed. I believe I have a better... Hold on, let me check at Route 44, I think it is. Not Route 4. Or maybe it's Route 40. I just like what he represents. He comes in mysteriously every time in the show and Movier saves the day. Suddenly appears. I'll save you for now, kid. So long. Alright, let me take a look at the percentage chances for captures here. I believe it's... So Route 30 is there. 46 is the route I'm looking for. I believe 46 has better Geodude encounters at night, I think. Let's see, Silver, 50% at night, 20% during the day. Spearow, 35% during the day, that would be a good one, and 40% during the day. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and, let's head over there right now, so we can get the early... We can try and get an early game Geodude, rather than waiting for later. Let's just switch those for right now. I've got about 10 minutes to go catch myself a Geodude. If we run into a Geodude at all. I'm hoping we do. Hoping we get the Geodude encounter. We'll leave it at 9 for now. Alright, here we go. Hoping for early game Geodude. If we get a rat, I guess that works too, but... Yeah! Early game Geodude. Oh, and it's a female Geodude, just like last time. Nice. Should do very minimal damage here. Liquid Crystal is just Crystal of Pokemon from Emerald, Sapphire, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire. Ah, I see. So it's a mod. Or a ROM hack, or whatever they call it. Yeah, I've thought about attempting to go ahead and do a ROM hack version of this. Trying to do this, but specifically with a very curated list of ROM versions. Let me go ahead and go with Rage. Rage shouldn't crit hard. We don't want to hit it any harder than this. If we do, we'll be in small trouble. Alright, perfect. So, we cut out all the other stuff on Route 46, which is fine. I'm okay with that. The early game Geodude is a fantastic option. Access to Rock Throw, things like that. Favorite Pokemon movie? Celebi, Voice of the Forest. I hear a lot of people like Voice of the Forest. You know, that it was a lot of people's favorite movie. Give a nickname to it. Alright, who's around and who wants to name the Geodude? Florisky is also based off the movie of Giratina. Huh. Yeah, maybe if I end up finishing this 2.5 years or something now, I may go ahead and start up another series of it at some point. Give it a whole new name, and we'll do it with some Rocky. You want to name it Rocky? All right, Rocky it is. Dwayne the Geodude. I mean, it's a lady, but we can name it Rocky Dwayne. Hold on. I think we can make a compromise. We could call it Dwayne Rock. Or do you want to be Rocky Dwayne? Or just go with Rocky? Yeah, I guess we'll just go with Rocky here. Merciful, you happen to get it in first, so we'll start with Rocky. Alright, let me put this down. Simone had her thing. As we go, we try and give everybody a chance to name something, so do not be dismayed if you don't get your name in immediately. You'll have an option. Merciful, Rocky. Alright. Early game Geodude secured. So now we can go back, putting this cutie up front. What happened to the rolling the dice thing? That's only on the first. That's only on the starter. It doesn't apply to the rest of it. Only on the starter does everybody, because everybody wants to name the starter. Usually never nickname them, always capture them in the order of the show somewhat. Ah, I see. Doing it like a purist. Yeah, rolling the dice will only ever apply to the first one. There's no competition. Everybody will get a thing at some point. I always gotta tell people, like, if you get your name in, that's it. No, don't expect to be able to get another one, so choose wisely. Alright, so we'll get Cutie up to 5. Geodude, I think, can be roughly about 7. Should be fine. Do we go into the next one? I don't want to go into the next route yet. Because... Oh, because if we go into the next route, we may have to deal with, oh, there's my YouTube things. You want to feel like Ash Ketchum? Nice. I don't think I've ever wanted to be Ash Ketchum, honestly. I've never felt like he was a great trainer. He has some decent, like,
I wanted to be Brock.
You wanted to be Brock?
I wanted to be Brock.
Yeah, I felt like Brock was a pretty good trainer.
It's funny, because I was Team Instinct on Pokemon Go, and that's basically what he is.
That's sunny. Yeah, I always felt like Brock was a cool trainer. You know, yeah, sure, he had problems. He cared about his Pokemon. Unlike Ash, who's like, get out there and fucking beat him up.
You know, all those Tauros that he fucking caught just to send back to the professor and be like, you watch these for me? Watch these kids I don't want.
Funny story about that is that was an episode that just so happened to be cut out of the show. When he went to the Safari Zone. So there is an episode out there, or was supposed to be an episode, where Ash went to the Safari Zone and ended up catching a whole bunch of Tauros.
What's the thing? He pulls one of those Tauros out for, like, a match.
Yeah.
Like, for a tournament, and then just sends it back when he's done. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's the kind of trainer Ash is. He's like, yeah, Pikachu, you're the best thing ever. All of you other guys, get out there. You're nothing but supporting cast. That's probably why Mimikyu exists, because it's like, oh shit, if I don't get any screen time if I don't look like this. Better go ahead and the Kangaskhan episode. Oh, yeah, there's like so many things. There's so many things out there in the world of Pokemon that I feel are just like wrong. Like, the fact that Richie never got any more showtime other than that one episode, and we never got to see it again. I hear that the new Pokemon is actually pretty good, so I'm hesitant to watch it, because, you know, I've only got so many hours in my day. But I do hear that the show is a lot better this time around, with the new girl. And it kind of is reminiscent of old Pokemon. I can't say I'm, like, a big fan of Sentret. I've used it, I think, maybe once. I think Furret's pretty solid, but... it's not as beefy as I want it to be. Mainly Geodude is gonna be our beef tank, so... Richie did come in Pokemon Chronicles as well. I mean, Johto to save Lugia with Ash. I didn't recall Chronicles. I actually don't recall... I don't recall the second Pokemon movie at all, so... Yeah, that might be on me not remembering it. It's funny because Rocky's gonna be so good early game, and then Rocky will just immediately get outshined if we get a Wooper. Wooper immediately just outshines Rocky. Pokemon the movie 2000? Yep. The good old legendary birds? Huh, take all the birds! Then we can control the weather! Yeah, that'll show them! We can rule the world! See, that's the ideals of somebody who doesn't really want to rule the world, but who wants to go ahead and rule the current economic state of multiple countries. Oh, you want to go ahead and pass? You better pay up the fee or we're going to make rocky shores for you. You're not going to be able to go ahead and get your ship across the ocean. Oh, you got a drought? I'll take care of that for you. Not taking care of your stuff? Well, bam! Thunder on your city. Chief talking back? Well, bam! Thunder. Oh, man. Yeah, that's not the kind of rule the world mentality. That's somebody who just really wants to make money. If you're going after the legendary birds, you're not going after them because you want power. You're going after them because you want to control trade. Yo, why is my Sentret so slow? Sentret, what are you doing? Why are you so slow? Adverts in our face, Loki. That's funny. Listen, they were just trying to go ahead and, we're burning time until it gets nighttime. We don't want Weedles and we don't want Kakunas, so we're just waiting until we burn time here. Yeah, I really like how you can always tell, like, whenever a new Pokemon thing comes out, you can always tell that companies are gonna get gangbusters. Like, they're gonna be dragging their parents, the kids are gonna be dragging their parents to wherever the Pokemon go. And, like, it's insane to me that this many years later, Pokemon is still such a massive powerhouse. Considering the fact that, like, the Pokemon Company has mistreated their franchise into the damn ground, that they still can go ahead and make a ton of cash out of nothing. Pokemon Fever? Yeah, I was there when it first came. Back in the very beginning. I remember it all. I was one of those kids clamoring for all of that stuff, and, you know, luckily my dad was nice about it. I probably tell this story at least once a game. But my experience of Pokemon, my first ever card was a Charizard. My dad got me like 5 packs when it was my birthday. And he was like, yep, here you go. I know you like Pokemon, so he picked them up from a gas station, and turns out that he ended up picking up, like, the perfect packs. The packs had, it had a Charizard, a Blastoise, a Mewtwo, a Venusaur, and an Alakazam, or something like that. It might not have had a Venusaur, it might have actually been, like, a Beedrill. But I remember for a fact there was a Blastoise, an Alakazam, and a Charizard. I can say that for 100% certain. As for the other two, I don't remember if it was a Beedrill or a Venusaur or... yeah. But yeah, my first ever card was a Charizard, so it was just one of those things that I was like, it's destiny! Alright, let's see what we get. This is Route 30. A Hoot-Oot. Oh, wonderful. I mean, I guess it's a flyer. I'm not gonna It's a flyer. So, are you excited for a Godzilla Kong movie? Not at all. Not one bit. I hate I hate those versus movies. Like, where they put two big kaiju things against each other. I know it's, you know, Godzilla and Kong and the new Empire or whatever, but I'm not excited at all. It's just not my kind of movie. I am not their target audience. I like kaijus, but, like, listen, if I wanted to see a great kaiju movie, Godzilla -1. Phenomenal fucking Godzilla movie. But this, it just looks so campy. And I know people are gonna be like, but Godzilla is campy. But it's just not my kind of Godzilla. Not my thing. Alright. Does anybody want to name this Hoot Hoot? I guess I'll put that out there. It'll probably be in our party for a little bit, because we're gonna need Peck at some point. It'll probably be in our party up until roughly around, like, level between 16 and 24. You want to name it Booger? Sounds good. Booger it is. Alright. Yeah, this thing will be in our party for a bit, just because we need a flyer. Usually it finds its way out of our party at some point, because we won't need it for a bit, and then it comes back near the end, because we need it for Fly. No. You want to know what movie I'm excited for? Hundreds of Beavers. I want to see that movie again. It was so good. I would absolutely love to see that movie again, and maybe this time, like, look around at other stuff in the movie. See how many times you can see that it's just set in some regular thing in the background, where you can see people off in the distance, or you can see, like, somebody's house or a street sign or something in there. Because when we watched Hundreds of Beavers the first time, we definitely saw one for sale sign in there. And now I want to know how many other tiny things. Flash is the most annoying move to teach a Pokemon. Well, it's a good thing that I never, ever learn Flash. I navigate caves in the dark. I've always felt Flash is, like, not a great move. I feel like it's a waste. It's a waste of a permanent move slot, in my opinion. Serves no real purpose, only for caves. Yeah, except for that one guy who uses, like, Flash on his Abras, and he's got, like, 2 Abras that know Flash, and then an Alakazam at the end. Listen, Hoot Hoot, it barely has any attack to begin with. You don't need to do that. You got exams to prep for, you'll be back when I'm at Crystal. Sounds good. You have good exams. Hopefully, you pass. Jesus Christ, Hoot Hoot, it's not that serious. Alright, we actually do need to level up Booger a bit. He needs to be, like, level 6. And we're also gonna need to hopefully get ourselves a Rattata at some point. We need a Rattata to cut out Rattatas for Bellsprout Tower so we can get ourselves a Ghastly. I don't think Hoot Hoot's gonna get very much XP from here. That Hoot Hoot looks faster. Yeah, we'll go ahead and switch out for Rocky here. I think level 7 would be alright for for the Hoot Oot, because once we get up to the top section where the Bellsprouts are at, we're gonna want to grab ourselves a Bellsprout, because we need a good cut mon, and Bellsprout will take care of that early game. Otherwise, I'm gonna be forced to teach something cut that I don't want to. Let me go and pick up some balls here. We're gonna need about 7. That should carry us for a bit, unless a mon gets particularly difficult. Yeah, so if we can get this thing to about 6 or 7, because the Bellsprouts up there I think are level 5. They'll do very minimal damage to the bird types. Whereas everything else here will kind of get hit a bit. We do some pretty hard grinds in the very beginning. I think very heavily about what I do with my mon early on. A Rattata would be okay. I mean, when it comes down to it, I think a Rattata would be a better choice to try and get than a Bellsprout. Bellsprout's solid because it would be a good cut mon, and you don't get too many of them early. But it's not like I'm going to complain if I don't have a Bellsprout. Oh, hold on. I have other Pokemon I could be leveling. So let's go ahead and get Cutie up there before we go back and waste some of our grind time. God, I hate Rattatas. Hoot Oots. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe, like, Sentrets can be powerhouses, depending on their stats. But I definitely remember that they can be powerhouses. Let's take a look at this thing. What do you think is better, a Griffin or a Maywing? I'd say it depends on the purpose. Griffins do have a purpose. Griffins used to be a big, taming thing.
Yeah, for PvP, right?
No, for PvE. Griffins get the dive bonus just like Maywings do. But a Griffin also allows you to shoot from its back. Yeah, you can shoot from the back of a Griffin. So, which makes it a lot better for catching things. And in a world where flyers weren't exactly the greatest, Griffins are really good for doing eggs. They're really bad on the takeoff, but if you can get some air, and then go ahead and use the dive for some extra speed, you can outspeed a Wyron, but you just need to be careful with it. Because their turning radius isn't great. I'd say that Maywing is better. I think Maywing, because of its ability to... Maywing is more support than a Griffin is. Griffins can pick things up. I think Griffins can pick up small things in their mouth, and a Maywing can pick up, like babies. So, in the beginning, I think a Griffin is going to be better, but a Maywing is going to outperform it. The dive speed of a Maywing is fantastic, plus it can maintain that even when it's sliding on the ground, as long as you have a small, like, decline, it'll still maintain that speed. You know what? I'm not gonna risk that. So, yeah, I think if you do have a Griffin, I think a Griffin's a good option. I like Maywings quite a lot. They are a really good scouting dino. They get around the map really well. Hello, and what Pokemon version is this? Hello, KJR. This is currently Silver version. So we just finished up Gold yesterday. Where I found out Wobbuffet is an absolute powerhouse. I had no idea Wobbuffet was so good. I thought I put my level 66 Wobbuffet against that level 75 Snorlax for red, thinking it was gonna die, and it just ended up demolishing it with the counter. I had no idea Wobbuffet was so strong. So I'm really hoping to go ahead and get a Wobbuffet this time around too. But yeah, this is Silver. We're going through every game. It's not just one per generation. So yeah, it's game 5 out of I think 34. I think is the total count right now. And whenever we get to it, however many years from now, the DLCs as well, which is going to be crazy because by that point it's going to be old news. Also, yeah, no, I played Gold. Have fun. I had played Gold twice, and my favorite of all of them was Wobbuffet. Yeah, it's insane. It was the first time I've ever used a Wobbuffet, and I was like, okay, go out there and go Destiny Bond it, and it didn't get knocked out. And I was like, what the heck? So I did Destiny Bond again, and it didn't get knocked out. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? So I'm like, okay, this thing could take a hit. So I full restored it, and then I used Counter. And I was like, it just took the health of that thing and just tore it in two. It was so good. So good. I will never talk shit about Wobbuffet ever again. Not that I ever really talk shit about Wobbuffet. I mean, I think Wobbuffet's a cool mon to begin with. But I just never used one. I didn't know it was as strong as it was. Wobbuffet is the skinny Snorlax. Listen, I think it was better than that Snorlax, honestly. Like, at level 66 with 355 HP, that thing was so tanky. I probably could have gone for Toxic Blissey, because we did manage to go ahead and get ourselves a Chansey. We had caught everything around, and since the duplicate claws kept us from catching other stuff again, I basically abused it and went for the 1% Chansey. Managed to go ahead and catch it, and then never used it. So we got a crazy rare Pokemon for no reason. Sentret at 7 should be fine. Hoot Hoot at 7 should be fine. Rocky at, I think, 9? Because then we can go for Rock Throw and just end what's his name, even if Mud Slap's gonna hurt quite a bit. Yeah, early game Gold and Silver is my least favorite part. It takes so long to get anything. But now that I have a lot of knowledge under my belt from having done this already, it's just much easier to go ahead and get these things done. I know when to grind, what I'm looking for. I mean, we could possibly chance upon a Ghastly and then go for the Raw. But I don't think going for the Raw early is a good idea. Raw catch Ghastly is pretty rare. So that's why I'm kind of banking on the Bellsprout or getting a Rattata at night, because then I can kill off Rattatas. And then when I go in the tower, I have a guaranteed Ghastly. Listen, you don't have to just keep growling me, okay? Holy heck, there's no need for all of this growling! Hoodoo over here acting like a chihuahua. Ooh. We'll do the switch because I don't think that's... I don't want to risk it and get it knocked. I guess Sentret is knockable. If it comes down to it and I end up losing a Sentret, I'm not gonna cry. Like, it is what it is. I love that Rocky just, like, that Geodude's level up so nicely. Alright, let's get Booger up to either 6 or 7 just to handle Bellsprouts. 11 is when it learns Peck, but we're gonna need to have it at least level 16, more likely than not level 18, before we finish off, before we finish out, I think Azalea? I think Azalea is where all the Slowpoke are, so... Because we don't want to deal with Silver. Silver, early game Silver is, and that Meganium, he's an absolute monster, because a lot of stuff that you get early is weak to it, plus critical hit Razor Leaf is not a fun thing to fight against. So, once we get to Azalea, we're gonna have to grind. If we do the switch now to Rocky, then we'll get the level up on Booger, and it won't have to worry about taking too many hits. This is gonna take forever, because it's just gonna keep growling at me. Make my already terrible attack damage do even less. No, I guess the split XP isn't too bad. Split XP seems to be doing pretty well for it. Level 6 will allow it to take on the Bellsprouts with no issue. The problem about the rival starter grass is it's a chance to have sleep powder. So annoying. It does? Listen, I was more worried about Razor Leaf, because Razor Leaf has a very high critical hit chance. I almost lost my run, not this one, but I think the last time that I went through either gold or silver, I almost lost my run. I lost 3 of my Pokemon at the time to critical hit Razor Leaf. I lost my Rattata to it to start with, wasn't expecting it. I thought Totodile could at least tank 1 and get in the hit to be able to take it out. It didn't. I almost lost my Spearow at that time to it. And then I ended up losing my Geodude, which I thought maybe I could get in at least a hit. But no, so I lost my Rattata, my Totodile starter, and my Geodude to it. And all because I couldn't do shit about it. Because it kept critical hitting everything. Even when I knew it wasn't going to take it out, it's just that critical hit destroyed it. We don't need to worry about Cutie right now. Let's switch Rocky up front. Get it another level, and then we'll go ahead and push forward. Yeah, I'm less worried about Sleep Powder than I am about Razor Leaf. Usually it tends to use Razor Leaf and destroy my stuff. But with Bellsprout Wrap really helps. So if I can get the Bellsprout, then I don't have to worry about my Pokemon taking massive amounts of damage. And I can just have Bellsprout Wrap it until it dies. Which is one way to take care of it. Can't say I'm too happy about all of that. Holy heck, 3 Tail Whips? 3 Tail Whips in a row is not good. We're gonna switch that out because it's gonna hurt. 4 Tail Whips, I wasn't gonna risk it. That was dead rock territory, is what that was. Alright, get our heals in. Cool. We'll put Booger up front. It's probably not that great an idea, but we can always switch in if we need to. Let me go ahead and give a berry to Rocky. Whoa! Rocky was holding an Everstone? What the heck? I'm so glad that I noticed that. I didn't even realize it was holding an item. Holy heck, that would have been terrible. What a find. I guess we're lucky. Oh, shit, hold on. I forgot. Let me check my trainer ID for a Heracross, if we even get one this time. Okay, give me a second. I gotta look up Heracross locations real quick. Heracross location ID. Let's get to the Reddit. Let's go to the link tool. Trainer ID is 51328. Okay. So, Azalea. Let's see if we have any encounters here. On Silver, nope, that's all Porcupines. Or Pine Cones. Ilex Forest, Pine Cones. Lake of Rage is Pine Cones. Route 26, Pine Cones. Route 27, Pine Cones. Route 30. No, that's on a cut tree. Route 30 does not have any trees I can pump for Heracrosses. Route 29 has... I mean, I already caught something on Route 29. Route 29 does have a place that I can catch Heracross at, but it's already a dead route, because Route 29 is super early. 31... Route 31 does have one tree, but I'm assuming I'm probably gonna kill that out. Route 32 has one tree, but I don't think I'll have a headbutt mon by then. Route 33 has nothing. Route 34, pine cones. Route 35, pine cones. Route 36 is pine cones. Route 37 is pine cones. Route 38 is pine cones. 39 is pine cones. Route 42 has one tree. 42 has one tree that I can get. Route 43. 1, 2. Has 2, but 43, I might be better off going for the Draffarig Stomp rather than trying to go for a kill off my Route 43 encounter for a Heracross. And then I think Route 44 also has, let's see, nope, Route 44 does not have it. So, there are only 2 places I can get a Heracross in the game right now. Because I think 32 is going to be better off for a Bellsprout. It's not a great idea. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be getting a Heracross this time around. Okay. Let's go this way. I mean, why not? I'll switch in for Rocky. Like, who the fuck says that? Who walks up to somebody and is like, "You're weak! Let's battle!" Also, where the fuck do I get myself blue Pokeballs? Did they paint them themselves? Alright, good stuff. The split XP is fine. I'm okay with that. I hate how there's no way to turn down any trainer. You can't be like, no, I don't want to battle. My Pokemon's on the verge of death. I don't care. Time to battle. It's the only reason he won is because he had that level 2. That little extra bit of damage. Yeah, there we go. 1 damage. Doing the Lord's work there. God, Rocky's so broken early on. There comes a point where at GeoGal, or excuse me, not GeoGal anymore, where Rocky just stops being good. Foresight, phenomenal. Gives me access to fighting Ghastlies now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not in the next area. So... Oh, hello, Mom. Is it a B? I heard from Professor Elm that you went on a long trip. I wish you would have told me. What about money? Should I save it? Yes. I never talked to Mom. I think we're in the next zone now, so Route 31. Yeah, this is kind of the big one here. Let's use a berry. Kind of a wasted early berry, but... Please, Rattatas. Fuck. I mean, that's fine. Bellsprout's alright. I'm not gonna, like, knock on a Bellsprout. It's an early cut mon. Vine Whip is a pretty solid thing. We're gonna use a whole bunch of growls to get this thing low. Switch into something else and just gently tap it. Won't drop anymore. Perfect. Okay, let me check the stats on the Mon that I have available to me. 10 attack. Oh, that's 7? So this is really our only option, isn't it? Alright. Yeah, let's give it the ball, even though it's in the green. I don't want to knock it out, so... Alright, Bellsprout it is. Give a nickname to Bellsprout. Yeah. We're gonna name it Thwippy. Alright, so that takes care of that. Yeah, if we would have attacked it again, that would have been it. We're not going into the cave. We'll worry. Maybe we'll get a Zubat in someplace else. Walk too far today looking for feet hurt now I'm sleepy. Fire a wild Pokemon, I'd be easy to catch. Wow. He would be easy to catch. Oh, see, that would have been better. I would have much preferred the Rattata over the Bellsprout. Bellsprout was great, and it's going to be our real way to knock out... to deal with the Bayleaf, because it'll be a Bayleaf by the time we see it again. Talpner, he's the... Yeah, he found a Geodude is what he found. That's everybody's way of saying, hey, Dark Cave, Geodudes. Alright, so here comes the first of our many grind sessions. So, just in case some of you guys are wondering, since this is my first Nuzlocke ever, I guess I wouldn't even say, like, I've technically done 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess this technically would be my 10th Nuzlocke game, but this challenge is the first time I've ever attempted a Nuzlocke. I just didn't want to go with gym caps. I didn't know enough about the game to attempt to do a gym cap. Alright. We'll put Rocky up front. If we end up pulling a, if we end up pulling out a Bellsprout, we'll just switch out to Booger. And it'll just get the split. That was a solid hit. I'm pretty sure this is Route 31 as well. Yeah. Yeah, this thing would annihilate our Geodude. Alright, let's go ahead and... Since it's gonna be Grind Central, you guys know I'm gonna speed it up a little bit because everybody hates the grind. Wow, that's fairly lucky that we've managed to go ahead and hit a bunch of normal Pokemon in a row. There's the Sprout. Speedruns be like... This is actually, the only reason I'm doing any type of speed-ups, is just because I'm, unlike a lot of the Nuzlockes and speedruns and such that I've seen out there, I'm not putting in rare candies and whatnot, so a lot of it is pure grind, and I know nobody likes seeing, like, the pure grind, so I wanted to go ahead and at least make it a little faster. So that way everybody didn't have to just keep watching me do the same thing again and again for hours on end. Because we're going to already have pretty hefty grinds ahead of us. The Elite Four is a pretty massive grind, and then going for Red is also a massive grind. And once we also get past, Gen 2, we're not going to be doing, like, a lot of those speed-ups, because I've only played Generation 1, 2, and 5. So I don't know a lot of the stuff that's coming up. So I'm not going to want to go ahead and run through Generation 3 really quickly, because I don't know it. And same with, like, Generation 4 and stuff like that. You'll see a lot of slowdown, unless we're in grind spots when we get to those gens. Yeah, it was one of those big things that, like, when we did the first, when we did Red for the first time, that was one of people's biggest complaints, because I did everything, on regular 1x speed, and boy, it was something. It was a super long process. Alright, level 12, that's good there. Let's see about getting Thwippy up a little bit. We don't want to get Hoot too high up, honestly, because if we do, it's gonna have when we go into Bellsprout Tower and I'm looking to go ahead and get myself a Ghastly, I don't want to accidentally knock out Ghastly. So I don't want to get it too high up. Put Greg out there. Them sitting there vine whipping each other is hilarious, but cool as it is, we're not gonna have them sit there and do that. Okay, it learned growth for now. I think our better spot is to, like, grind it out in the cave. If we can get through without an encounter in the Lapras cave, I would be happy about that. I don't think we will, but who knows? Let's heal this up real quick. We'll go deal with Falconer's stuff. His stuff is definitely going to be faster. But I don't think it's going to do enough damage, and Rock Throw should take most of it out anyway. My brain was like, that says Beekeeper. Also, I wonder why the S. I wonder if it was their way of saying, hey, he inherited it because of money. You want a gym? You too could inherit it, if you have money. It'll get level 13. My issue is mainly Mud Slap. Yeah, it doesn't do much, but that reduction in accuracy is pretty nasty. And since ground is effective against rock, it's kind of like... yeah, it's like 50-50 on whether it can really take it, or whether I'm going to have to switch into other mon to deal with it. It's got a berry on it, so should be good. Alright, yup, Falconer, blah 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 blah. Rock throw. Pidgeotto. Rock throw. Done. My cherished birds. Jeez. What a joke. Get out of here. Mud Slap. If we go the Wooper route, that'll take the place for Wooper, so. We're gonna go grab the egg, and then we're gonna immediately put it away. Because I really am not gonna hatch a Togepi. Long time no see, would you take the egg? Sure. I don't really have a choice if I want to be able to advance the story, so... Get out of here, egg. Alright. Now, the next thing is... figuring out if we can go ahead and get ourselves a Mareep. A Mareep would be phenomenal. Mareep would be really good. We should have enough Pokeballs to handle, yeah, 8. More than enough. Okay, transition to route. This is Route 32. Pick up our Miracle Seed from this guy. Which will be fairly useful, but we're not going to use it right now. Let's see what Route 32 has options to at night. Not like it really matters, but I still would like to know. Gen 2, Route 2. So, Silver. Rattatas at... 0% at night. A possibility, 30% chance of running into an Ekans... let's see, 20% Bellsprouts, 10% Mareeps at night, Ghastly at a 5%, Hoot at a 5%, Hoppips are 0%, and Woopers are 35, which wouldn't be bad either. I would probably take a Wooper if it came up, but... I'd like a Mareep. A Mareep would be a really good option. Marapes are level 6, so if I can get something at level 6, which should be Thwippy, I'll be able to cut out the Ekans, which pop out at level 4, though I don't think there's a repel in these, so yeah, I guess I just have to roll the lotto and see what comes up. Let's do it. Hey, I'm not gonna be mad about that. It's our boy Whoop Ass. The first time we came through, we got ourselves a Mareep, so I thought they were a much better chance of getting Mareeps, but it turns out I had a much higher chance of catching a Wooper. So Wooper's gonna be our replacement here for Greg. Wooper is phenomenal, just because it's gonna be able to learn our water moves. We'll give it Surf. We don't necessarily need Earth. We don't need, what's it called? What are the words that I'm looking for? We don't need to give it Whirlpool. We could give it Waterfall and Surf, as its fallback water moves. And we'll probably go back to the same thing, Dig and Earthquake, this time around, because I think Dig and Earthquake was a really good combo. Dig is not that great, but early game in terms of like ground moves, when you don't have very many, Dig's a pretty solid move. The ground, it coats its body with slimy, poisonous film. We'll name this thing Douglas. I feel like naming these things like really boring ass names now. Like Douglas, Robert. Alright, that's not a bad catch at all. It seems like we're gonna go down the same road of that we did originally. But I will say, it probably means that we're going to have to go for the Rage route for Whitney, because we don't have Mareep, so we're gonna have to rely on Raging Totodile. If we can not get an encounter in Lapras Cave, somehow, by the grace of the Almighty, hold on, let me see, because I could go to the left. Sprout Tower is there, which Sprout Tower is access to Rattatas and stuff, which we kind of want to get a Rattata out of the way now. Imagine you actually named that Wooper Walter. Oh no! That would have been perfect! Damn it! Walter the Wooper? Instead of Douglas? Douglas the Diglett? Ah. You know what? Fuck it. When we get to Goldenrod, we'll go ahead and rename it to Walter. Walter's a good one. Ruins of Alf. Since we already have a Wooper, there's no reason to go there. The only thing I could possibly get out of there of use would be Xatu or Smeargle, neither of which are really that great. Union Cave is where we're heading right now. I know this is 36. I don't remember what pops out on Route 36. Let's see, Gen 2. There is the Pseudo Widow, but I don't really care for it. It's not that great. Let's see. Pidgeys. 30% Nidorans, which wouldn't be a bad choice. Only 10% chance at a Vulpix. Growlithe. Doesn't pop up. Hoot Hoots. And a Stantler at a 5%. I mean, Nidoran wouldn't be too bad. Early game Nidoran. That'll give me a double kick. So I'll have access to a fighting type early. Or at least a fighting move early. Alright, let's go ahead and put this Miracle Seed onto Thwippy here. Aha. Le Whoopers. Alright, let's just Vine Whip it. That's what could have happened to you. Douglas, soon to be Walter. Haven't seen you around. You think you're tough? You think you're better than me? It's basically what this kid was like. Nah, we'll just go with Greg here. About to use Zubat. Yeah, let's switch it to Thwippy. And then we don't have any good thing to use against it, but we will go with Rocky because we can go with the Rock Throw. Because that's going to be about the only thing that's super effective if it doesn't hurt itself. Alright, cool. Damn, that thing went up fast. We're not talking to you. That's a potion, I think. Oh, poor Wooper. It doesn't even know. Oh, how the turns have tabled. Yeah, this is all Route 32, which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. That glance, it's intriguing. Early game Nidoran. Since it's got Poison Sting, it could do a real number on me. So we're gonna go with we'll go with Rocky here. Yeah, eventually that Wooper will end up replacing both the Totodile and the Geodude. That Wooper takes the place of both of them. Rocky's kind of the powerhouse right now. We'll go get this item. I don't remember what it is. Maybe it'll get 3 damage a shot now. Well, or it'll just grow again and then not get anything. Yeah, we'll have to come back to this place when we do have a Rattata. That way I can go ahead and mark out the Rattatas and then attempt to go ahead and get ourselves a Ghost type. How would you like to have this nutritious Slowpoke tail? Here you go. Who the heck is that? I think Fridays... I don't remember who our person is on Fridays, but I'm pretty sure they're well up the way. So there's no point in really looking for Fridays. Map card, Mystic Water, Tuesday Childs, Mr. Pokemon, Mystery, Ladybug, Ambush, Bank of Mom. Joey, Wade, we don't want any of those, they're early game. Let's see, Bellsprouts. Dark Cave, we're not going for Zubats or anything else. Amanda in Goldenrod City will send you to deliver a message. Yeah. For Goldenrod, it's not technically Goldenrod. It falls into Route 35 or something like that. We're probably going to go ahead and get the Spearow. Because it's just a good Spearow, so... Let's see. Trade your Bellsprout for an Onix. Garbage. Let's see, like all trades with a computer character, its starting level is the same as the Pokemon you trade for it. Sprout Tower's good, but... the problem is that during the morning, it's nothing but Rattata, and we need some Ghastly. Ekans and Wooper. Hoppip is garbage. Miss Friday. Oh. Actually, that is Miss Friday right there. That's why I was, like, concerned, because I had no idea if it was or not. poison barbs. That's not gonna do much for me, but... Oh, it's wicked. You'll be shocked how good it makes poison moves. Oh, okay. Is this how we get our old rod? I believe this is our old rod guy here. How about you? Would you like one of our rods? Perfect. Old rod is a really good item early. Jesus Christ. Let's go in for, I guess we can go in for Greg. It's not like any of this is fantastic, but we'll just scratch. None of these are great options here. Pidgey. Who do we really need to level up? You're a cutie. About to use Spearow. We'll switch it out for, we'll switch it out for Rocky here. And just rock throw it. Cool. And then go heal before we get in this cave. Alright, we're going to go ahead and call it for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's stream. We'll be back again tomorrow as always. Since it's the weekend, we may have an earlier stream than usual. We'll see how it goes. I tend to say that and then usually end up streaming at regular time, but we'll try and get it early. Anyway, if you are new to the channel, make sure to like, sub, share, follow. All of that good stuff helps the channel grow. Tell your friends so they're in the know. Leave your comments down below. I am on all platforms with the same name as Onavox, so feel free to follow me on anything else if you would like to. We'll end it here. No big announcements or anything. You guys have a fantastic night, and as always, stay golden.